So this is my first version of a phytoplankton farm. I'll just show you what I have here. So first of all, I've got my main 10-gallon tank, which is where the zoea are going to go. And that is, basically where the babies go that I'm going to feed the phytoplankton to. Over here, we've got 3 liters of aged salt water with silicate and some nitrates in it. This container does not look good. I don't know why, but you start to it's something you get used to when you have a lot of fish tanks, is you can just kind of look at the water and get a feel for if it's healthy. And I just looking at it, just doesn't look healthy. So my original plan, well, first of all, I did a salinity test on it, and it's jumped all the way up to 1.030, which is much higher than I want to be. I'm trying to run all these at 1.021 or up to 1.023. And so, yeah, this is too salty, and I think the bubbler in it is too powerful, and that's causing the water to evaporate off. So it's too salty, but also it just doesn't look healthy. And so I don't really want to use it, but it is aged salt water, which I value right now, because I don't have much. So yeah, so that's that one. And then over here we have our 3 culture containers. So these are all filled with salt water. The salt water was prepared yesterday. You can see that this unhealthy tank just just causes problems all the time. Anyways, so we got the 3 culture jars. This right here is not salt water. This is just a freshwater wastewater tank that I throw excess snails in, because I need to keep the snail population down in my shrimp tank a little bit, and I don't like killing them. So that's where they end up. But these 3 are my 3 saltwater cultures, and I'm expecting inoculants this afternoon. So I am expecting to get some diatoms, and I'm expecting some L-type rotifers. And so I'm prepped. What else you might be interested in is up here I have an old brine shrimp hatchery, which I'm going to use as my drip feeder, and otherwise a grow light, right? So that's the whole setup. Now my plan here, when I receive my inoculants this afternoon, this tank will remain empty until the babies are born. This tank will get a very small amount of the diatoms, because the diatoms are considered less sensitive, and also I'll have a use for them for a long time. So if I make 3 liters of diatom, there's really no problem with that. This tank will be the rotifers. I was supposed to put the rotifers in here because the rotifers need more space and probably would benefit from a more established tank. But like I said, I don't think this tank looks healthy, and so I don't really want to use it for anything sensitive. So I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny amount of diatoms in here, just to see if we can get something going. That means our rotifer tank needs to be the next biggest culture, which is this guy. So that's about a 3-liter jug. It's an Epsom salt container. So the rotifers will go here, and then the rest of the diatoms will go in this one, in this one. So I'd say that's probably 40% of the diatoms, 40% of the diatoms, 10% of the diatoms go in here to feed the rotifers, and then the remaining 10% of the diatoms will go in here to create the wildcard culture. And then from there, we'll probably split it in a week or so. Or if I'm lucky, the babies are born and we start feeding. So that's my first try at phytoplankton. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.